Yesterday, I introduced you to all of the about 14 or 15 books that I've written over the years. And today I want to talk to you about the three black cats, Frankie, Lola, and Bella. Now, were actually our cats. I mean, bless her, Frankie's still since passed away. But in the book, we've got pictures of each of the cats. Frankie was an old girl when we got her. I think she was about 10. And she'd been left in the RSPCA in Preston for several years. I looked around and I thought, she just needs a nice home. And when we got home, we were renting a house actually not very far from where I live now. And we opened the back door to let her out after a couple of weeks. And she looked at it and was like, what is it? And then she walked out onto the little sort of patio slab, the paving slab, and looked at the green grass and it's like, I don't know what that is. And you think, you're 10 years old and she'd never been on the grass. Anyway, so we moved up to Ulverston on the south side of the Lake District. And then a short time later, we moved out to a place called Arrowd Foot. And it was the Arrowd Foot farm that we actually rented. Surrounded by fields, surrounded by sheep. We didn't have a back garden. We had a meadow. We had a stream running through it. And they built a little sort of dam across. And this thing just tinkled overnight. It was just beautiful sound. You'd had to have the window open overnight. So friends of ours came to stay up in their little motorhome, and it parked there superbly, just on the edge of the house. And they said they just listened to this stream all night long. Anyway, the three cats. So Frankie, like I said, she was about 10 years old when we got her, so she's about 12 by now. Lola and Bella were kittens when we got her. In fact, I think Amy said yesterday that Lola's about to turn 10, and Bella's about 9.5. She wasn't exactly far behind her. So they're only about 2 years old when we got them, when we lived at Arrowd Foot Farm. And I just want to read you part of this story. So this is partway through chapter 2. I'm no reader. If I stumble, I stumble. Partway through chapter 2, Lola's gone for a walk. She's walked up this field, jumped onto this wall, walked up it, come down, and just bathed in the sunshine, just absolutely loving it. She walked down the wall a little way to a place where some of the stones were flat. She lay down, put her head on a pause, and continued to look at the view before her. There were cars and lorries rushing left and right on the road in the distance. Lola watched these, while admiring the view and the gentle moving trees, and feeling quite comfortable, she relaxed. Oi! You're not a woollyback, came one voice. It might be, came a second. It's too small and scrawny, said the first. You used to be small and scrawny, came the second voice, and several others laughed at a strange laugh. Lola woke up with a start at the noise. She looked to her left and was shocked to see Big Nose sniffing at her and these great eyes looking at her. I don't know, said an authoritative voice, but she's definitely not one of us. See, said the second one. If your mum doesn't think it's one of us, then it isn't. Lola was unsure of what to do next. Having just woken up, she stretched and yawned. All of the sheep backed up when they saw her teeth. Back up, back on, little ones, said the mother sheep. When they were far enough away, Lola jumped down and was prepared for a nice easy walk back to the farm, and then a drink and something to eat. She'd only walked about 10 paces when she heard the first voice shout, "Chase it!" There was a great uproar and a round of cheers, and all of the lambs chased after her. Lola figured her best chance was to head straight to the meadow, but the lambs were chasing were fast on their long, stiff legs. She turned sharply to head straight down the hill, directly towards the farmhouse. This caused some of the lambs to miss their turn, but some were already heading towards the bottom of the field, blocking Lola's escape. A lamb just below Lola couldn't turn fast enough to get to her. Seizing the opportunity, Lola jumped onto its back and jumped off with a giant leap onto the next one, before jumping back down to the field. Her way out of the field to the farmhouse and the meadow were blocked. These woollybacks didn't seem to have long, sharp teeth like she has, but they did seem to have big, crunching ones that could break her delicate bones. Lola ran straight towards the lambs. They all had their heads down and were making grinding motions with their mouths, trying to intimidate her. At the last second, Lola turned and jumped onto the back of a lamb that was looking at a pretty buttercup, and she leaped onto the back of the tool shed before calmly dropping down onto the other side of the fence and headed back to the door of the house. "Later, losers," she called out behind her, somewhat relieved that they hadn't actually caught her. She could hear the head lamb berating the one with the name of Gloria for not playing the game and spending too much time smelling flowers. Lola thought that Gloria would make a great friend for Bella. As she walked into the back door, Lola gave herself a mental note to thank Gloria the next time she saw her for helping her to escape. 3 Black Cats, Frankie, Lola and Bella, on Amazon. Search for Simon Amazing Clark. You have a great day.